Bionox is motivating wellness.
Is there as far as challenges are concerned with your clients, is there a favorite challenge you have?
I'm not too sure if you mean the challenges as the way that I've used them. We've used challenges in the past as a way to not only attract new clients, but also help our current clients. So what we've done using the term challenges is create, for instance, a 6-week challenge or a 4-week. And we've given it different themes because a lot of times we'll give it a theme like a very popular was our 6-week little black dress challenge. So that was obviously just for ladies, and we got them in 6 weeks. We got them to fit into their little black dresses, and it had a celebration, and it was a lot of fun. So I do love those because I get to work with a larger group typically that do have goals and do have, so that's really fun and interesting, and it can create a lot of good energy. And I do encourage other people, even if they're not doing a challenge per se, to try to get the focus of a time frame. Say, okay, I want a 4-week focus or I want a 12-week focus in order to achieve something.
Right.
And I think that's so important. We can go day to day to day to day, and then it would not really change anything. But if there's an intention and a focus and a time frame, we can, really pick up some momentum. And then at the end of it, we can say, okay, we want to go back to what we were doing before, or do we want to take this and continue a little bit longer? That's how we use the term challenges in the past.
That's excellent. I mean, it's good to have some sort of end goal in mind and celebrate when you get there.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're involved in nutritional coaching as well. Can you tell a little bit about how Powered Up helps in the nutrition level a little bit more specifically?
Like I said, with that small group, that's where it all began. I was teaching carbs, fats, proteins, water, teaching the basic macronutrients and how they react in the body. And that kind of expanded to a point where we were no longer just saying, okay, try to change your diet in this way, where I started saying, okay, here's a template. You can use this template or you can modify it. And so I was creating those challenges and creating an 8-week, 6-week meal plan and helping people to see what a healthy diet might look like. And so in doing that, we gathered quite a few good, healthy recipes. And so we've done keto challenges, we've done vegan challenges, we've done all kinds of, very specific things that people were interested in that. But then we just have, my favorite is just a regular, just watch what you eat diet, right? So try not to go overboard on the carbs.
Yeah, we find, doing a diet diary keeps people accountable as well. And they know if they have to write it down, they're maybe a little less
That's
tempted
I don't know, but I created these. I do it myself, right? So I created these tools like this journal just to help people do that because it does make a difference.
It does. Having a coach that they're accountable to, like yourself, having a group that they're accountable helps. Writing it down, those are all really good ideas. So I notice you have a lot of recipes on your site as well.
Yeah.
What's one of your favorites?
I really like, we have a couple of really good ones. One of them was a barbecue chicken meatball. That was so delicious. It was like dangerously delicious. but I think just a lot of the veggie dishes are just really good. So just a salad, but then I'll just do it in a way that looks so appealing, and then I'll just dig into it with that much more gusto than I think some people just thinking of salad, right?
Right, true. Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize how delicious ground chicken is, and of course a leaner option, but very flavorful. Yeah, I'm all about that. I'll have to look up that recipe and try that one out. That sounds pretty good. So, Mark, with what we do, Bionox, we're all about nitric oxide. That is our mantra, if you will, is to support, create, do everything we can. It depletes as we age, like a lot of things do. So critical for keeping the arteries healthy and keeping blood sugar healthy. It's been called the miracle molecule because it does so many things in your body.
Mhm.
And so we use primarily what we call nitric oxide precursors. So we have a nitrate based nitric oxide product, which things like arugula, beets, spinach, green leafy vegetables, they all have nitrates in them, and those naturally convert into nitric oxide. And then we also have arginine pathway support products. And so the body makes nitric oxide in both those different pathways. So when it comes to exercise, as we know, there's other things that create nitric oxide besides what you consume. And exercise is one of those things. So can you speak a little bit to that as far as how exercise helps to support nitric oxide levels?
I can't be very specific on it, but I do know I mentioned how earlier blood flow, and it's very common. I think I could probably use one example. It would be, for instance, people who are just starting again walking, they will notice how the itchiness in their legs will start to happen, right? They'll get on a treadmill and they'll start to feel that. And that's just the creating those blood pathways again. So important. Without that, healing and the oxygen, the energy that comes from it, the muscles, nothing works. So creating, using something that's going to help get the blood moving there, I think is very helpful.
For sure. And we have different types of technology that we use to measure blood flow through the fingertips. When people, after they get done working out, they all score excellent.
Mhm.
And it takes a while, obviously, for the benefits of the exercise to slow down. You can see that what an impact it has. And you mentioned, and our products do the same thing. People will notice that they start having this itching sensation or sensations in the fingertips that they didn't have tingling and whatnot. And again, you're opening up those little micro circulation, micro capillaries and such. So it's pretty cool. Definitely just another reason why exercise is so important. It's boosting the nitric oxide levels, boosting your oxygenation through that. So what can you tell us? I know you mentioned the other day that you are in the middle of a new book. What can you tell us about your new book?
Not too much yet. We just finished our fourth book now,
Nice.
which was actually body assessments. And it takes people through taking their measurements and actually creating their own body composition analysis. And that is the method that I used for years. I've used the same method of taking measurements, and then based on those measurements, using formulas to identify your body fat percentage. We were very accurate with the numbers. We had clients that would go do a water submersion test, and we were right there within point percentages with our accuracy. So I feel confident in the formulas. And I think if people are interested in losing weight and doing something like that, that using the book, if they're not going to you and getting that service done already, they could use a book like that and test it for themselves, find out. And I even mentioned that in the book that people can contact me, whether it was in our daily journal or in the body composition. I always present my email for contact so that people can reach out to me. In fact, one of our books, which is the 28-day journal, it comes with an email coaching sequence that I put together to help people stay focused, because that's what we called that challenge, was a 28-day stay focused challenge.
You know, we're huge fans of what you do. Your rates are incredibly reasonable. You know, you have the group sessions as well as the personal sessions that you offer. I really encourage people to get involved, to have a support like you, and education, and either with your fees and such, there's just no reason not to do it. So we need it. You know, it's great to have someone that we have to be accountable to every 8:30 in the morning. It's just important. You know, we wouldn't have any system. It'd be a hit and miss thing.
Right.
So we appreciate what you're doing, Mark, a lot. We thank you. We want people to get on board and get in touch with you. So how can they do? What's the best way for people to get in touch?
I think if they're on social media, through Facebook is an easy way. If they were go to email, my email is mark@poweredupsystems. I think it's written together, poweredupsystems.com. They could go to the website. Through the website, they can reach out to me. On the website, there's even a 7-day free trial. They can come on board for 7 days, check it out, see if it's something that they want to commit to or not. If they don't like it, no problems. But if they do, then we can absolutely move forward in a way that would help them.
For sure. Yeah. And that website again is poweredupsystems.com. And the Facebook handle, what's the address for the Facebook?
I believe it's, if they look up Powered Up Systems,
Okay.
They should find it. The Meltdown is probably in that as well. That was always our studio name, was called The Meltdown.
Cool.
It was our transformation studio. So we just took that off the new logo, right? We just took that off.
Right. Right. So we got just a few rapid fire questions for you that we like to hit some of our guests with. So favorite healthy meal? What's your favorite healthy meal?
I have to go back to the salad. I just love salads. I do.
Yeah. I did too. I mean, we probably do the same. You crave them, right? It's just like,
right.
You just sit there and graze, and you know, it's
I do
awesome.
think of oxygen. They've got lots of oxygen. We want lots of oxygen.
Yeah, absolutely. So what about your favorite German meal? Doesn't have to be a healthy one, but what's your favorite?
No, it's probably not healthy. It's got to have a beer.
Right.
And it'd probably be a schnitzel or something that my mom would cook.
Nice. Do they still serve beer in steins?
You can maybe get them at festivals and stuff like that, but usually they're depending on where you go, it's just a mug or a glass.
So favorite part of your body to work out? What do you look forward to the most?
I enjoy working my triceps. They've always been that body part that just responds well. And so because it responds well, I like to treat it well.
Right on. That's cool. So, and what is your favorite thing to do in Germany? What do you like? What do you enjoy doing?
I enjoy walking. That's something that I missed in Georgia, is walking. There's just not enough opportunities to just walk outside. Of course, sitting in the beer gardens, and you don't have to be drinking beer in the beer garden, but you can be drinking a coffee, or that's something too that maybe it's because we didn't live in a city in Georgia. Maybe if we lived in a big city somewhere, we could just go to a coffee house or someplace outside and sit down. And I miss that in Douglasville where we were at.
No, it sounds good. I'm getting a mental picture of it, and I'm picturing myself in the scene there at both. You mentioned the beer garden and the coffee houses. I'm sure in Europe they're really wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Mark, you've been a fantastic guest. We appreciate you handling these questions. I really hope that people will reach out to you, especially if you're in that place where you don't have a program, you're not consistent. Mark's your guy. I really encourage you to reach out. He does an excellent job. And when you get back to Georgia, I want to hook you up with some of our products. I didn't do that last time you were back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get you some products. We'll get you some swag, get you a t-shirt and water bottle.
All right, good. I look forward to that.
Would love for you to try it out.
Good.
So thank you so much, Mark. You have a great day there.
Thanks for having me. You have a great day as well.
All right, take care.